I guess in the quick, concise summary, your views on limited God.
Limited God. Yeah, so I just think it's where the evidence is pointing in my view, this limited God thing, because I think traditional theists tie themselves up in knots trying to explain why God allows suffering. Traditional atheists tie themselves up in knots trying to explain why the universe is fine-tuned for life. So this simple idea that there is a loving God, um, and you can explain fine-tuning in terms of God's purposes, but God's just not all powerful. God's just not able to do whatever God wants. God's certain limitations in the kind of universe God's able to create. And then you explain the imperfections of it in terms of those limitations. And um yeah, and I think it sort of fits well with, I think, this core of Eastern Christianity that God is sort of bringing the universe to perfection through becoming more intimately involved with it, sharing in our form of existence so that we can share in God's form of existence. So I guess my conception of Christianity is God's on his way to making a perfect universe, but has to do it in two stages. Firstly, creating a kind of okay universe with the right physics to evolve life, and then when it's evolved enough, bringing it to perfection by becoming more intimately involved with it, and the Jesus stuff being a crucial part of that. Um, so yeah, so that's I just I've always been totally persuaded by the argument from suffering that is a really powerful argument against God's existence. And I mean, look, it's obviously this is debatable. I'm not going to just say all the attempts to explain it are just obviously rubbish, but they're all sort of not entirely satisfying. And then I think this idea that God maybe just God's limit, it's just a very simple way around that.